If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want to be. それぞれの答えにつかる
Our protagonist for Mob Psycho 100 is Shigeo Kageyama. Most people just call him Mob. When Mob was young, he learned about his extraordinary psychic powers that are linked to his emotions. That's why Mob tries really hard to keep his emotions in check. This might be part of the reason why Mob is socially awkward. It's totally fine, Mob is still young anyway. At the start of the series, Mob is 14 years old in 8th grade. He's 157.7 centimeters, which is about 5.2 feet tall. Mob also comes in at 44.3 kilograms, or about 98 pounds. He's a pretty light guy. For Mob's birthday, that's on May 12th. You may have also noticed that Mob's expressions resemble a certain other powerful hero. The creator for Mob Psycho 100 is One. That's the same guy that made One Punch Man. So no surprise you see some similarities between the two series. Fans of both of these series even like to joke around that Mob might actually be related to Saitama somehow.
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want.
We know the main character of the series as Mob. A little bit into the series, he also gains a second nickname, White Tea Poison. Even further into the manga, there's a group of people that know him as Psycho Helmet. More on this later. Let me go ahead and bring back up the first nickname, Mob. This totally seemed like a random nickname at first. It turns out that the origins of it is right in front of you though. Mob's real name is Shigeo. It's written with the two kanji characters that you guys can see on screen. Kanji characters actually often have more than one way of reading them. Shigeo is one way. Mo for the first kanji and Bu for the second kanji is another option. Put them together and Mob.
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want.
In case you were wondering about Mob's eating habits, Mob's favorite foods include takoyaki, milk, and ramen. Mob's least favorite foods include cilantro, shiokara, and locusts. Yeah, I'm not exactly a fan of bugs either. Are you? Then again, those cricket chips that are supposedly getting super popular, I wouldn't mind giving those a shot. It should be fine anyway when you can't tell what it is, right?
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want.
The cast of Mob Psycho 100 is filled with a bunch of talented veteran voice actors. The voice actor for Mob's teacher slash master Reagan is Takehiro Sakurai. You most likely already know him as the Knight of Zero, Suzaku. The voice actor for Mob's brother Ritsu is Miyu Irino. You might know him from Fate Zero as Kiritsu and Miya. He also has a Code Geass relation as Akito. And then the voice actor for Dimple is Akio Otsuka. You'll definitely recognize him as Bato from Ghost in the Shell. Now, can you take a guess at the impressive seasoned voice actor for Mob? In the original Japanese version, Mob is voiced by Setsuo Ito. The really interesting part is that this guy has only ever voiced 2 characters, so he's a total newbie. Mob is actually his first role as a main character, so pretty fortunate, wouldn't you say? It turns out that picking a young, unknown voice actor for this role was totally intentional by the studio. It was just perfect for someone like him to portray someone like Mob.
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want.
It turns out that Mob has his own secret fanbase in his own world. After the LOL cult was disbanded by Mob, the old members decided to form a new group, or rather, a new cult. This new one was called the Psycho Helmet Cult. We do get a glimpse of this group in the anime. A bit later after the events of the anime, the cult is 700 members strong. As Mob continues to help some rich clients, some of these guys start becoming rich benefactors and start donating a good chunk to this new cult. As of chapter 95 in the manga, the Psycho Helmet Cult has over 500,000 members. So, are you interested in joining?
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want to.
In the series, Mob goes ahead and shows off his arsenal of psychic abilities. Here's all of them. Spiritual awareness. Mob is able to sense other psychic type users up to 20 kilometers away. They even do hint that he could possibly go even further. Telekinesis. This is one of the primary powers you see used by Mob. Mob is capable of moving huge buildings with his telekinesis, or just use it on himself to fly. Mob is able to use this to create force fields too, to protect him from harm. And lastly, Mob is able to destroy and rebuild matter at will with this. Psychic energy absorption. Mob is able to drain the energy from other Espers or from their energy attacks. So far, Mob has only shown this ability while at 100% emotions, or in his super special awesome triple question mark mode. Energy transfer. One of the highlighting moments in the series is Mob's transfer of energy to Reigen. Reigen unknowingly becomes extremely overpowered for once. Astral projection. This ability comes up a little bit later in the manga. Mob uses this to transfer his spirit self into other people's mind and body. Chlorokinesis. Mob is able to use his psychic powers to influence plants and make them rapidly grow and mature. So yeah, quite the list. Which one of these do you find the most useful?
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want.
Talking about Mob's psychic abilities, ever wonder how Mob will compare to other Espers? The author of the series 1 has actually given us an idea using his other work. I'm sure you remember Tatsumaki. She's the strongest Esper in the One Punch Man universe. One claims that Tatsumaki is stronger than normal Mob. However, if she's going against a serious Mob, one says that there isn't any answer. At least not yet anyway. But anyway, forget Esper versus Esper. How about a different matchup? Mob versus One Punch. Which one do you bet your money on?
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want.
One of the interesting parts about the Mob Psycho series is seeing the protagonist Mob continue to grow. Mob in particular is morally opposed against using his powers against humans. However, Mob shows absolutely no hesitation against taking out spirits with these powers. There is an instance where this is different from the manga to anime. In the first episode of the anime where Mob and Reigen are visiting a tunnel filled with spirits, Mob goes ahead and damages this big buff one and just weakens it. He then goes ahead and takes out the big spirit at the end. Contrast this to the manga. In this version, there is no other bigger spirit, so that original blue muscle spirit is wiped out by Mob without a second thought.
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want to.
One of the biggest highlights of the Mob Psycho anime is just waiting for Mob's emotions to explode. We get a taste of a few of these emotions at 100% in the anime. Time for you to know about all of them. There's anger 100% shown in episode 3, animosity 100%. This was unleashed in episode 8 versus a battle against that other Esper. There's gratitude 100%. We saw this during the fight with the 7th Division Claw leader. It was when Reigen became badass. As for the other emotions shown in the manga so far, there's courage 100%, tenacity 100%, friendship 100%, ecstasy 100%, shame 100%, compassion 100%, sadness 100%, resignation 100%, kindness 100%, getting carried away 100%. And no, I'm not making this one up. And finally, trust 100%.
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want.
The triple question mark percent mode. This mode is the most powerful form that Mob is capable of. This is supposed to be a special state that Mob enters when he becomes unconscious. Just who or what is in control of Mob during this still yet hasn't been completely revealed. Because of this, there have been a bunch of fan theories trying to give us an answer. There's even that sequence at the very beginning of the anime. It showed off this all-powerful mode destroying everything in sight. This was not in the manga. It just makes people wonder even more about it. There are some theories that this godlike creature must be deep within him. We do get some hints of this in the manga. In an instance of this state, when Mob is in the stream world, we do get this quote from his opponent. "If your vessel is broken, that is what's inside you." This heavily suggests that whatever this is, it's not part of Mob's psychic abilities. Instead, it's a separate entity altogether. What do you think is really going on with Mob in this ultra super special awesome mode? Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this Mob Psycho video. You'll definitely want to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. There's a new one of these you could check out each week. Also, be sure to click the thumbs up if you did enjoy this one. If you got any anime character or series suggestion, post that down below. You could see it picked for a future video. So, definitely subscribe and I'll see you guys later.